Well, folks, summer is over, summer's over, and I've got to say, after a few hours of watching the news today, I don't know about you, I need another vacation. Because this morning, Donald Trump decided to end DACA, a program that protects young, undocumented immigrants from being deported. Now, this means a lot of immigrants may get sent back to their native countries. When she heard this, Melania said, "I volunteer as tribute." The announcement was formally made by Attorney General Jeff Sessions, who spoke about the young people facing deportation. And during the announcement, he said, "This does not mean they are bad people." To which everyone replied, "Yeah, no, we know. You're bad people. We know that you're bad people." Now, the immigrants who benefited from DACA, have been called dreamers. And Sessions explained that the kids will still be dreamers, but in more of a Nightmare on Elm Street sort of way. People aren't taking this lying down. Already, the states of New York and Washington say that they have plans to sue Trump over this. And that feels like a way to judge whether you're a good president or not. Do you know what I mean? Ask yourself, how many US states are currently suing me right now? If it's more than 0, you could improve. But this whole situation... But this whole situation is really serious. It really is. It now looks like Trump could be deporting hundreds of thousands of immigrants, which is a real faux pas on Trump's part, because as everyone knows, you're not supposed to wear your white supremacy after Labor Day. Yeah, it's a groaner. It's a groaner. It is. I don't know if I should laugh at this. In other Trump news, journalists asked Vladimir Putin if he was disappointed in Donald Trump, and Putin replied that it was a naive question to ask because Trump is, quote, "not my bride." Which is a weird way to explain it. Putin said Trump is not my bride, but then a second later he was like, "Yeah, more like my bitch." Not my bride. Weird thing to say, not my bride. Now, of course, Putin and Trump aren't married. Trump would never marry someone who is only 7 years younger than him. Not to mention, Putin's boobs are just not big enough. And finally tonight, is everyone excited for the Stephen King movie, It? It's coming out this weekend. The one about the evil clown. Well, there's some bad news, because the World Clown Association has released a statement condemning the movie, saying that it's preventing clowns from getting work. I don't think I'm alone in saying it's hard to take you seriously when your organisation is called the World Clown Association. They're saying the film gives clowns a bad name, although I don't think their spokesperson did himself any favours, because this is him giving his statement today. The organisation said that this scary portrayal of a clown is a real slap in the face, followed by a pie in the face, followed by a seltzer bottle squirting them in the face, then getting chased around by a bear on a unicycle and shot out of a cannon.